Hello, and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today we are looking at the fourth grade concept of fixed and variable expenses. This is standard 4.10a in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 28 of the 2025 release STAAR test. This is a new item type called inline choice. And if you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. All right, so we need to complete the sentence. We've got three blanks here that need to be filled in with these drop-down boxes. This is actually only worth 1 point. So sometimes these will be worth 2 points, but this is only worth 1 point. And so we have to get all three correct to get the point. If not, any of these are incorrect, we will get it wrong. And we have to fill in something for each of these three blanks. So if we try to just add 2 and move on, we are going to get a warning symbol. So let's make sure that we get all three blanks correct so we can just get this single point. And so let's look. We have monthly expenses for Tara, and it's for 3 different months. We have August, we have September, we have October. And groceries, internet, housing, and movies. Okay, so based on the table, which expenses are variable? Now, we don't know what that word means based on anything we have in our reference materials. There's no definitions or glossary. So let's see if we can figure out what that means if we don't necessarily have that definition in our memory from something we did with our teacher. What do we notice about our expenses? Well, groceries. We go from 212, it increases to 305 in September, and then it decreases to 275, but still not all the way down to the 212. And so that makes sense. Groceries are going to change month to month because it depends on what you buy. Now, when you have your internet, right, you notice how that stays exactly the same. 39, 39, and that makes sense because there are a lot of bills like that, internet being one of them, in which they just get you a flat fee every month. Now, once a year or so, they might change your rate, but even when they do that, it's going to be the same rate every single month. Now, housing. Housing is, whether it be a house, an apartment, that also typically has a rate that stays the same. And every once in a while, like I said, it might raise or lower based on insurance costs or whatever. But for the most part, you're going to have the same. Now, movies, I guess she's going to the movies. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That's going to go down because maybe not that many movies came out in September, but she had some really good movies come out in October, and that's going to increase. So you see, we've got the difference here. Okay, so we've got these two right here change. They change month to month, whereas these two, our internet and our housing, we can say don't change. They stay the same. So that's the difference they're looking for here. We need to find the variable. It's either those that change or those that don't change. We found the pattern, two change, two don't change. I've got two blanks here. And look at this last one, because the amounts changed or stayed the same. That's what we're looking for. So now it comes back to we've got to figure out what that word variable means. And inside that word variable, hopefully we see this word vary. Vary might be something, it's not V-E-R-Y, it's V-A-R-Y, and it might be a word that we've come across. So when something varies, or when something is variable, or when you vary something, that means you change it. And so that's the one word that we're going to have to remember for our vocabulary. We need to change things when they're variables. So then that's the answer we need. The variable expenses are going to be what changes, groceries and movies, because they changed. Or if you answered movies and groceries, either one is fine in either order, but you need to get movies and groceries in either order and then changed, and you've got your point.